Our next Monday night baseball telecast will be 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time from Tiger Stadium, Detroit. The Red Sox and the Tigers. Cookie Rojas batting .298. We're talking about that Kansas City Ball Club, which has emerged as quite a hitting team. Their entire outfield now ranks 1, 2, 3 in batting in the American League. Scheinblum, Piniella, and Otis. Rojas looks at a curve at the knees for a strike.
Kurt, you've got to wonder if manager Earl Weaver is trying to get Rojas in the game, or if something happened to Rod Carew. This would be completely against percentages, of course. Carew is a left-hand hitter, been on base twice, yet he's taken out of the ball game. He may have injured himself.
Rich Scheinblum's on deck. Rojas hitting for Rod Carew at the top of the American League batting order. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carlton Fisk at first, 2 down.
Tug McGraw, the left-hander, Clay Carroll, the right-hander, up once again for the National League All-Star team.
And Wilbur Wood will come in to pitch for the American League in the last of the 8. 1-2 to Cookie Rojas. He was trying to go to right behind the runner.
Gene Mock, who said of Cookie Rojas when he managed him at Philadelphia, this is the best all-around ball player and most unselfish player he has ever seen. Gives himself up.
And he hits a drive to deep left. Back, and that ball is gone. A home run by Cookie Rojas. Rojas, the one player you think would not hit the long ball in the late innings, has done it to put the American League out in front now, 3-2.
Park without any wind. Those aren't easy to catch.
But Smith made it look as routine as you possibly can under the circumstances as Brett comes up. Not a vintage Brett season at 277, but he did have surgery, knee surgery, prior to the year. Spent about the first half of the season's first half on the disabled list and takes outside, ball 1.
But a beautiful hitter, beautiful swing. Just a few years back, challenging 400, getting a lot of attention.
He doesn't have any holes, and by that I mean he hits the high pitch, the low pitch, the pitch that's in, and the pitch that's away. What you almost have to do to get him out is fool him. Get him set up looking for a breaking ball, throw the fastball. Get him looking for the fastball, throw the breaking ball, and that's not easy to do.
Great thrill for Altobelli to be back here where he managed.
Oh, absolutely. Brett hits it high in the air to deep center field. Murphy going back and brings it out. Dead center, 400 feet for George Brett to tie the game.
And neither wind, nor hail, nor sleet, nor snow, nor dark of night would have stopped that
Very
ball.
effective pitch. Jim, Mike Scott has told me that pitch is not that difficult to throw. If that's the case, and a lot of pitchers see the success that most pitchers are having with that pitch, why aren't more of them throwing it?
Well, first of all, I think you have to have an overhand delivery, and Mike Scott has that. Secondly, you have to have long fingers, which he has. Number 3, you have to have the right guy teach you. And Roger Craig did it in 10 days.
Frank White of the Kansas City Royals takes a strike. And the crowd coming to life as they sense Scott striking the side out. He's gotten Ripken, he's gotten Barfield, and White is hitting for Whitaker. 0-2. In a way, it's reminiscent of the game a couple of years ago in San Francisco with all the strikeouts.
I think a major difference, that was a twilight game. You expect that. You can see a little bit better here in the dome.
White makes contact, and good deep contact to center field and gone on an 0-2 pitch with the crowd roaring for the sign to be struck out. Frank White hits one out, and the American League leads 3-0. Frank White.
Much earlier time. But that Bo down there, that's a pretty interesting hobby he has for his vacation. When baseball ends, he winds up playing playing football. I don't know if there's ever been anyone doing it. Hey.
He's remarkable, and look at that one. Bo Jackson says hello. Russell is greeted on the first pitch to Bo Jackson. He almost hit it out of state.
You know, that's going to set it up pretty interesting for him.
That kid who played more soccer growing up in Aruba than baseball, so still relatively new to this game, as Eric Hosmer stands in.
Yeah, be careful here. He is coming out of his shoes first pitch. He loves the first pitch, as does most of these guys in the lineup. What makes Cueto so tough, besides those deliveries, his changeup off his fastball is really difficult for the hitters. There, that changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike on Hosmer, who is a terrific first baseman. Spray line drive hitter, probably the best defensive first baseman in the game. Cole Hamels from San Diego is getting loose. He'll be the 3rd pitcher. Hosmer hits one to left. Back at the wall. This game's tied.
Well, you know, the Royals at mid-Yost would like to get back to where they were the last 2 years. Hosmer, big swing, attacks early. He's got power, as you can imagine.
Salvador Perez. These two were battery mates last year down the stretch and into the postseason. Johnny Cueto and Salvador Perez. And Perez is now at the top of the list of the best catchers in the game, combining offense and defense. Learning how to pull with power. And they can't even hear it, a ball and a strike.
Well, that is not fair or fun for a guy who catches just about every game. You could make a case he's Kansas City's MVP, even if his numbers may not show it. He just drilled that ball off his leg. And Posey giving him the time by going out to talk to Cueto. Let's see if the pitcher will cut him a break by not going back in there. More than likely, you see the shin guard just above it. In a regular season game, I could almost guarantee Cueto would go right back in there.
Gives him a little more time for the pain to subside. A check on Mookie Betts. We're going to hear from Eric Hosmer here in a moment. Perez has hit 14 home runs. Signed one of the most club-friendly contracts a few years ago. The Royals have redone it. He is a good one. Into left. Back at the wall. And gone. Salvador Perez has made it 3-1 AL. In baseball, and Salvador Perez just flexed for an all-star game.
No, they tried to go back in there, although being a lot lower. That ball was up over the middle of the plate. Maybe after hitting the ball on his leg, he got his leg down quick.